2024 will make people who do this rich. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the best cryptocurrency portfolio that you can set up today for maximum returns in 2024 and 2025. We've got a perfect storm of bullishness coming up, but how do we make the most out of that? Well, I believe that the very best cryptocurrency portfolio is one that mitigates risks while maximizing return and is only as complicated as you can competently manage. It needs to be highly systematized based on technical analysis and on a logical framework for investing in the right cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, I am going to break down exactly what that cryptocurrency portfolio ought to look like for you in the year of 2024. We are aiming at 5 to 10x returns for this cryptocurrency portfolio, which could take $10,000 to $50,000 or $100,000 in return. We could take $100,000 into $500,000 or $1 million in return with this portfolio. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Hey, Johnny. Hope you had a good 2024. It's time for your Christmas presents.
Oh, thanks, Dad. I know you made a lot of money in 2024. What do I get?
That's right, Johnny. I did make a lot of money in 2024's bull market, and this is what you get for Christmas.
That's really cool, Dad. I get a tech deck? What else?
I'm sorry, Johnny. That's all we could afford. We got hacked, and we lost everything.
You mean you made $700,000 and you lost all of it to a hacker because you didn't listen to Jeb?
Yeah, little Johnny. I'm sorry, but, here's your tech deck. With NordVPN, you can keep your assets, and stop little Johnny's Christmas from being ruined. NordVPN uses state-of-the-art technology to protect your internet connection from hackers, malware, phishing attempts, and scams that may otherwise use your IP address to access critical and compromising information that can be used to steal passwords, bank account information, or even, dun-dun-dun, Johnny's Christmas fund. A basic tenet of success in the cryptocurrency space is not losing the returns that I'm about to show you how to make to a hacker. Digital security must be taken seriously to protect the investments that you're about to make, because what's the point of making $783,000 if it's all gonna go to a hacker that didn't work for it? For that reason, NordVPN is an essential component of every cryptocurrency enthusiast security architecture. Make sure to sign up for NordVPN by going to nordvpn.com/Jeb and sign up for a 2-year plan for less than $200 and protect yourself for the entire bull market from hackers that are gonna try and steal your login credentials and therefore your cryptocurrency. Again, go to nordvpn.com/Jeb and sign up for a 2-year plan today. Do it all risk-free with a 30-day money-back refund guarantee. Let's set the stage. There are 3 major organizations right now that are about to make big changes in cryptocurrency. One of them is BlackRock. If you didn't already know, BlackRock is going to more than likely have an ETF filing approved within just the next few days, likely here in the month of January. That ETF approval is going to bring in tens of thousands, more than likely hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of retail investors into the cryptocurrency space that will bring with them tens of billions of dollars of investment. The second organization that is making a big change in the way the economy works this year is the Federal Open Market Committee running the Fed. The Federal Reserve has paused interest rates, and we seemingly are having a soft landing on the economy, and interest rates are likely to come down this year, meaning that the majority of companies are going to be going into hyper expansion mode, leading to a bull market in stocks, which will increase risk on investments, such as into assets like Bitcoin and its cryptocurrency compatriots. And the third organization that's going to be doing big things in this year is the CryptoJeb YouTube channel and all of our subscribers, because I'm about to show you how to make the most out of the bull market that is almost certainly going to knock your socks off this year. So let's break it down into 3 topics. We're going to start off by talking about the big caps that we need to invest in to lay the foundation for a profitable and successful cryptocurrency portfolio. The big caps that we're going to base our entire portfolio off of are Bitcoin and Ethereum. There are a few reasons why we're going to start off with an investment in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they are as follows. First and foremost, both Bitcoin and Ethereum, in plenty of legal documentation in the United States, are classified as commodities, which means that the Securities and Exchange Commission is very unlikely to come after them, and it also more or less institutionalizes their position as number 1 and number 2 cryptocurrencies in the entire ecosystem. They are also the kings of the respective categories of the market, Bitcoin being the king and pretty much the only contender for the throne as top asset that is inflation hardening. When the dollar is not doing well, and even when it is, millions flock to buying Bitcoin because of its anti-inflationary properties. The impact of Bitcoin's anti-inflationary properties is only going to get more acute this year because of the halving that's coming in up in April. When the halving comes in April, Bitcoin's supply increase every 10 minutes will be cut in half, only increasing its inflation hardening properties. Keeping in mind that by April, we will likely have a Bitcoin ETF, we at the same time have a demand shock where we have a huge influx of demand coming from the retail space in the United States and a supply side shock, which locks up even more Bitcoin, which takes even more Bitcoin out of circulation because less Bitcoin is being put into circulation from the mining. If you know anything about supply and demand economics, when demand skyrockets and supply gets cut in half, you are bound to see a parabolic increase in the price action thereof. Ethereum, on the other hand, is the leader of the category of DeFi and layer 1 applications. Nobody holds a candle to Ethereum, not even close in market capitalization, and you can say what you want about gas fees, but Ethereum is still the top dog, and they are the only layer 1 that we are quite confident will always be relegated to commodity status and not be come after by the SEC as a security. An important tenet of success in investing in any portfolio is to mitigate risk, maximize return. I firmly believe, for reasons that I've covered in plenty of other content, that Bitcoin will go to over $150,000, probably all the way up to $200,000 this bull market, and I believe that Ethereum will go to over $10,000 in this bull market. That is a 5x from where both of those assets are right now, leading us to the belief that all of the altcoins will likely go through at least 5x from here. Because of this baseline 5x potential from where we are right now, the low risk nature of it, this is why I recommend putting half, 50% of your portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum weighted however you would like. You can put 30% of the 50% into Bitcoin, 20% into ETH. That's roughly what I'm going with, but I would highly encourage you to have a full half of your portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you don't already have that in place, then we'll get to how you can dollar cost average and build that in a minute. Now moving on to our second category, we're going to talk about medium cap altcoins, and there's a very important reason why this comes in second. We want to make sure that we are making investments in assets that can potentially outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be our backing. It's a little bit like investing in the S&P 500 if you're working in stocks, but we also want to pick some other winners that we think will outperform them. And for that reason, we're going to focus in on altcoins that have a few different properties. The first of which is that we reasonably believe that they will outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, which we believe will roughly 5x from this point in the market. A quick definition of what I mean by medium cap cryptocurrencies. Everybody's got a slightly different definition. When I say medium cap, henceforth, this is what I mean. A medium cap cryptocurrency is a blue chip cryptocurrency that is below Ethereum, but's roughly above rank number 40 on CoinMarketCap, and it meets a few criteria. This altcoin existed in the previous bull market, went to a major all-time high. During the bear market, capitulated probably over 90%, but the community and the development team stayed in place, and it's now on a major upswing here in Q4 of 2023 and on into the beginning of 2024. Their teams are highly motivated, the community is very engaged, and they tackle a narrative that's very popular in cryptocurrency, such as Layer 1, meme coins, gaming, gambling, artificial intelligence, or is some kind of decentralized application like a DEX. I'll get to some examples in a minute, but these medium cap altcoins, in my opinion, should compromise between 25 and 40% of your overall portfolio, depending on your risk tolerance. If you are going for a more risky approach, then you can put less money in the medium caps, more in the small caps, which we'll get to in a minute. But if you're going for a more conservative approach, then you could put up to 40% of your overall portfolio into the medium caps, because you understand that a 5 to 10x, which is what we expect from these altcoins, is enough for you to make considerable returns. Let's not forget that it takes 30 years to get a 10x in the stock market. It can take well over 15 years to get a 5x. 1 to 2 years getting a 5x, we should not be complaining about that at all, especially considering the relatively low risk that many of these altcoins bring, considering they've already been through one bull market. A few other things that you should consider about the medium caps are their fully diluted market capitalization. Have they gone through a massive rally, but actually change their tokenomics drastically? Have they unlocked 4 out of 5 of the coins that are currently in circulation in the last 12 months? Does that change anything? If there's something going on that's a little fishy there with market capitalization and circulating supply, be careful of that. Now, as for the actual cryptocurrencies that fall into this category, I am personally invested or interested in investing in Binance, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Polygon, Chainlink, Internet Computer, Litecoin, Uniswap, Cosmos, Near Protocol, Stellar, and VeChain. There are more cryptos between rank number 30 and rank number 40 that you may be interested in, but those are some that I am personally invested in or working towards investing in very soon. Now, third and finally, let's go ahead and move on to our small caps, because it is good to hold some portion of our portfolio in small caps, because these are cryptocurrencies that we believe could more than 10x in the cryptocurrency bull market, but they also carry a higher risk because they're generally cryptocurrencies that are much newer and unproven. These are projects that are generally below rank number 40 on CoinMarketCap. Again, they were not here during the last bull market, or even if they were, they really didn't have a lot of development. They hadn't really gotten their feet under them. So now this is where they're really going to make an attempt to shine in 2024 and 2025. These projects should have at least a 10x potential based on their tokenomics, their fully diluted market capitalization, how the token unlock schedule looks, and also on the target market size of the market that they are attempting to breach into. A good example of a small cap that I'm personally interested in and likely to be buying relatively soon is Kaspa. Kaspa is currently trading at 10 cents, and it did not exist during the previous bull market, indicating that this will be its first major rally. It is ranked number 40 on CoinMarketCap. It is worth $2 trillion right now, and it has already unlocked the vast majority of its maximum supply. On its website, you can see that Kaspa is very driven by principles and intends to fulfill Satoshi's original vision for Bitcoin of a proof-of-work based, cashless, peer-to-peer, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 cryptocurrency. Kaspa has extremely fast transactions, almost instantaneous confirmation, and nearly limitless scalability, and its community is absolutely on fire right now. Kaspa is a good example of a small cap cryptocurrency that I think has more than 10x potential. 10x would only bring it to $20 billion. We have plenty of altcoins that are already worth $20 billion, and I do believe that it is a small cap altcoin that you should consider being in your portfolio. A couple of other altcoins that I'm personally interested in that fall into this category are the Graph and Celestia. In my opinion, small caps should comprise between 10 and 25% of your portfolio depending on your risk tolerance. If you're more risk tolerant, then maybe bring that up to 25%. If you're less risk tolerant, then keep that around 10%. But it is a good idea to keep a few solid projects in this category in your portfolio because, again, many of them have more than 10x potential because of their relatively low market capitalization right now and their relatively large potential for a bull market to come. Finally, before we wrap it out, I'm going to detail for you my exact cryptocurrency portfolio along with a few of the projects that I want to get into. First and foremost, obviously, I'm a large holder of Bitcoin and Ethereum, but then in no particular order, I'm also holding the following cryptocurrency assets: Cardano, Polkadot, Chainlink, Cosmos, Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, Internet Computer, XRP, Near Protocol, Uniswap, VeChain, Sheeb and Doge, Graph, Stellar Lumens, Algorand, Litecoin, HBAR, Yearn Finance, Bonk, Celestia, and I'm also looking into getting into Kaspa, as we talked about, Binance, and Tron. Whatever the coins are that you are interested in getting into, after picking those coins and setting this all up, I highly recommend that you invest in a very systematized approach. First and foremost, pick the coins. How? Well, I just laid that out. Invest in these cryptocurrencies every Friday and do it for a while. But you might be also wondering, well, Jeff, when do I take the profits? My personal recommendation is to say once these altcoins that have an all-time high hit all-time high, then take your principal and some profit and play with house money. How much of the house money you're going to let run is completely up to you, but I would recommend taking your principal out and then letting the house money run so that you are at least taking out some profits. For the cryptocurrencies that have not already hit an all-time high or are currently at all-time high, like Kaspa is relatively near all-time high, you're going to have to play that a little bit more by ear, but after you start getting much higher, you can flip the switch and every Friday, instead of buying, you can start selling a dollar cost average out of your portfolio. Maybe you sell 1, 2, or 3% of your portfolio every single week and take profits that way. We'll get more into how to cycle out of this portfolio when the bull market top starts to show up in 8 to 14 months. But for right now, if you dollar cost average every Friday into these assets that have a lot of potential for the bull market, you are going to make a lot of money for yourself in the year of 2024. That has been my take on the best cryptocurrency portfolio to set up for 2024 that will bring you a 5 to 10x return. And I really hope that you make some of these investments and apply all of the different concepts that we've talked about today, because I really believe that you can make life-changing generational wealth in this coming bull market. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and hit that post notification bell if you have not already. And also make sure to sign up for NordVPN.com/Jeb and get a 2-year plan and protect yourself from hackers for the next 2 years so that you don't have somebody steal your login credentials and steal all of this investment that you're about to make from you. Use NordVPN as an integral part of your security architecture, and also make sure that you're able to browse the internet freely with NordVPN. You can find the link in the description box down below. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.